Big Blue Thumb Productions presents the Podlie Podcast. Here's your hosts, Podlie Bill, Podlie Cliff, and Podlie Paul.
And good evening, everybody.
Well.
Podcast, episode 140. William
And
Seltzer.
William Seltzer.
Wow.
3,500 points. Nice to see you, Mr. William.
Not even any competition for you there tonight, William. You just
Dude,
jumped right in there.
Close. You're like 3,500 points. If nobody shows up soon, you get another 25.
Is that 2,500 or just 25?
See, I left that ambiguous, right? Because
you know what I'd really like to know is if people who were awarded points are actually counting how many points there have been awarded so far.
I thought you were doing that for them.
That's what I'd like to know.
No, but were you doing that? It was in the fine print that he has to do that, didn't it, Bill?
That's what I
math
thought.
is hard, brother. Math is hard.
Math.
You're a statistician.
Math is hard.
Math is hard, Cliff. No.
That's why you have a calculator on your phone.
That's exactly right.
That's right. That's so funny in school. You think you have a calculator around you all the time? In my pocket.
That's why I have a calculator on my phone and a grade 10 math education. That's why I have that.
There we go. It was so funny though, because we always used to say that, right? Learn these things and they go, well, you think you're going to have a calculator over there everywhere you go? Turns out,
the answer is yes.
Who'd have thunk it?
Yeah, now you carry it everywhere.
Everywhere. So where's everybody? What the
The
heck?
other William. The other William.
Seltzer.
Hey, the other William Seltzer came.
We got two William Seltzers. I was trying to hold
He's like a seltzer.
Well, I guess William's just going to chat with us tonight, so it'll be an easy podcast.
It'd be an easy
Hi,
podcast.
boys. How are ya?
William, it's just us, buddy.
Yeah, I'm good. Doing well. So, how was your week there, gentlemen?
Yeah,
Cliff?
gentlemen. Paulie?
Very busy. Very good. Very busy.
Work good?
Yeah, no, nothing. Lots of hockey this weekend for my boy.
Oh, yeah.
Lots of hockey this weekend. No, very good. Work week was good between my day job and my trivia jobs and stuff like that. Yeah, just very, very busy, but very good. Yeah.
Nice.
Excellent.
Hi, Laura. How's
So, I guess we got to give Laura 2,500 points.
Laura gets 2,500 points.
Laura knows. Laura, between Epi 1 and now, Laura, how many points have you been awarded total? Laura knows.
That's on 140 episodes.
Yeah. How many points have you awarded you, Laura? Total. Yeah. We need a total, Laura.
And I just wanted to show you guys, I brought my special invisible cup tonight.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool, dude.
It's my cup of invisibility.
The cup of invisibility.
Hey, when you fly your jet, where do you find it?
The same place my cup is.
If you're flying an invisible jet with an invisible cup, how do you get it?
You get to your invisible destination.
It's on my IPS. So instead of a GPS, it's an IPS.
IPS.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, for sure. So how was your week there, Cliff?
It was okay. Nice little chug, nothing screaming, nothing too terrible, just kind of a nice little chug. So not a bad.
Cliff, what's the word in the schools now? What's the lowdown? What's the rumors? What's going on in the schools?
Oh, I don't know, my friend. I think people are still fighting with kids getting sick and whatnot, but it's a normal fall. Normal spring year. Everybody goes away for Christmas. They come back. All the little germ factories get all the little germs, and then they decide they're going to share them, right? So, but it has trailed off, which is really cool. And the schools are in full swing, busy as ever for them, right? The admin people. It's always the admin people, right? The admin people are just slammed. They always are. So many cutbacks and whatnot. I don't know. I see the admin people and they're running their proverbial bottoms off all the time, and it's just busy. They got too much to do. But you know what? Hey, those that are my schools, they make time for me. I have a lot of good people that I go see on a regular basis, which makes my days fun. So
nice. And hello there, Nicole. Nicole has joined us, so I guess Nicole gets 1,500 points.
Hi, Nicole. Yeah, 1,500 smackers. Look at that. Hello, hi.
Yeah, and Laura says, you're asking me to keep track. I thought the points didn't count for anything, LOL, and only lasted for one episode, kind of like air miles only last for a short time. Well, Nicole, sorry, Laura.
Like air miles only last for a short time. Laura, that's awesome.
But Laura, you're supposed to keep track.
Yeah. And
that's why we give them out.
And more than anybody, you, because you binged watch and binged listen right from the beginning, remember?
Yeah. Well, Laura, that's why I asked you. I mean, you of all people would know this, Laura.
Yeah, Laura, you of all people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nicole, can you say that to Laura, please? Laura, you of all people.
Right now, Laura's frantically going back through all the episodes trying to see.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Episode 43, I was awarded 1,000. Laura, we'll see you this time next week with an answer.
You need an audio surgeon. I don't think Control V works with audio. And Control F. I don't think Control F works with audio. Sorry.
No, I don't think it does for sure.
What about you, Billsy? What's going on this week, dude?
Again, pretty straightforward week. Nothing out of the ordinary. So, we're getting into February here all of a sudden.
Man, how
January
fast. Absolutely stunningly fast.
Yeah. Laura says, she says, by the way, while I binge listen, but usually in the car, so I can't write stuff down. Well, come on, Laura. You're supposed to be keeping track.
Laura. That's what autonomous driving's for, Laura.
Yeah.
Laura.
Yeah. Put your car in cruise control.
Laura, what's going on?
Isn't that what cruise control is for? You can take your hands off the wheel.
Buy a Tesla. You could fall asleep.
Yeah. Buy a self-driving car. Then
you can fall asleep and just wasn't that a story we talked about on the Podlie podcast about a year or so ago? Some dude was caught on the QE2 heading south at 144 kilometers an hour, and he was napping.
Yeah. Hey, just think, you could nap, listen to the Podlie podcast. You know?
I know.
Wow. Marvin. Okay, so Marvin, I have a question. Marvin just joined in. Hi all, just listening in tonight. Can't drive and type, but you just typed a message to us, Marvin.
You probably spoke that.
How does that work? Just listening in tonight. Can't drive and type, but you just send a message.
But nonetheless.
We have missed you guys so much. We have nobody else to give crap to for the week. That's what we're doing, apparently. We're giving you all crap. We love you, but we're giving you all crap.
The poor guy just sends one message. What does Bill do? Slaps him.
Thanks for coming on to our podcast for, 150 episodes, 160 episodes. But now we're going to give you crap.
But now we're going to give you the gears.
We'll see you next week.
Maybe. Episode 140. Didn't get the pun
there. He's driving. I said I'm going to give him the gears.
That's reeling in the fans, boys. That's reeling in the fans.
Our subscribers just went.
Stop making me pull over, he says.
Pull over.
Here's easy driving down the freeway, and every five minutes, his car's pulling over his shoulder. People behind him, what are you doing?
Oh, man.
Stop making me pull over.
Marvin, at least hold a sign up in your car that says, I'm listening to the Podlie podcast, so other people tune in, will you?
That's it. That's 1,001 points for Marv. That was a great.
That's 1,001 points for Marv.
1,001 points for Marv. Stop making me pull over, he says.
Oh man.
William says they need to start a study group because they're thinking they have to do homework now to keep up with their points.
To keep up with the points.
Oh, I'm crying. That was funny.
It's a good idea, William.
That was funny.
Yeah.
All right, I'm good.
That was awesome.
I'm good. Where are we? What happened?
Where are you driving to, Marvin? Where are you headed?
Well, somewhere that he's got to stop every few minutes. So hopefully he's got room.
Stop making me pull over.
Oh, Nicole. Nicole says Clifford was awesome to see you at school last week. It indeed was, Nicole. It was awesome to see you and wave at you and smile at you and all that type of jazz. So, and did you see the composite I dropped off? It was freaking awesome. It was awesome. Okay, moving on.
Moving on
up.
Moving on up.
Hey, I don't know
east
if
side.
you guys heard before we get into our topic. Cindy Williams passed away
No, did she?
from Laverne and Shirley. Yeah,
No.
Oh, I
75.
was going to ask who that was. I don't know who that is.
We interviewed her daughter. Bill, remember that?
We did. Yes.
No.
Passed away
Sorry, who
today.
is she?
Cindy Williams. She was in the Laverne and Shirley show. She played Shirley.
Never. I don't think I ever saw it.
But yeah. So
Wow.
Certainly an iconic show, though. I mean, I wouldn't actually remember seeing it, but I remember hearing about it constantly. So obviously an iconic show.
Well, did you just hear that today, Bill?
Yes. Yeah. It just came out this afternoon.
Wow. I heard about Bobby Hull. Did you hear about Bobby Hull?
I heard about Bobby Hull passing away. Yeah.
I heard about Bobby Hull. I didn't hear about Cindy Williams. We interviewed Cindy Williams. That's too bad.
Yeah.
That's too bad.
See, Laura's got a good point here. Laura says, although really, I only have to listen to the first 3 or 4 minutes of each episode to figure it out. That's true, Laura. I mean, if you start a spreadsheet, right? And then you sit on Spotify up until about, 8 weeks ago. And then you sit on Facebook and then you sit on YouTube. 3-4 minutes, 140 times.
I'm just getting my calculator out to figure that out, Laura.
Yeah,
so that's 146 times 3.
No, say 4.
Okay.
Because by the time we start out, and then we're so funny, so she won't be able to turn us off, and she won't be able to fast forward, right?
That's right. So times 4. So that's 560 minutes.
There we go. Divide by 60, Bill.
Hang on, I got to get my calculator back. I'm sure I have a calculator in my phone. So 560
divided by 60.
Divided by 60 is 9.333333.
That's not a lot of hours.
No. So that's okay. You got lots of time, Laura.
There we go.
But James has just chimed in. He says, listen to it at 2 times the speed.
I don't know, James.
Yeah. And if you're listening at 2 times the speed, please, Marvin, do not do that while you're driving. Or you will be stopping, and it's because there's lights flashing behind you, asking you to stop. Laura.
So, Cliff, I'm going to be strict for the first 10 episodes. You never handed points on. Hey, that's true. Yeah, that's right. I only came up with the points thing after a while. That's right, because I stole that from the RUB, not whatever show that is. It's true though.
Line is it anyway.
Yeah, that's right. But it wasn't until the 10th or so episode. Good catch, Laura.
You know, Laura, you are the epitome of diehard fan, and I love this because we're over 10 minutes in, and you're honest to gosh trying to figure out how many points that you have. I love it. I think it's great. I love it. It's great. Yeah. You are like still on it, girl.
She's kind of like the Podlie podcast historian.
There we go.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. Oh, too funny. Too funny. So, what else is new, boys? What's happening?
Well, we'll jump into our topic here. Sadly, Cliff, I haven't seen any of the picks or the composition that you dropped off.
Oh, damn it. Well, it's in the office. It's in the front office. If you chat with Carrie, she's probably hung it by now. I don't know. But anyway, if you talk with Carrie, you'll see it.
What school, Cliff? What school, Nicole?
Esther Starkman.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Esther Starkman.
Sure.
One of my favorites. Such amazing people there. And Nicole's one of them.
Nicole says, oh, my word. What's with the points, Laura?
Listen, those are epic points, Nicole. You might have epic meals, but Laura has epic points.
Yeah. Oh, now Laura's starting to get really picky here. Now, actually, I don't think you actually never handed out points until you got onto Facebook. So that could be back to starting at episode 50, if memory serves. What?
Oh, I don't know.
Episode 50, if memory serves, girl. I don't remember last episode.
Yeah, I don't even remember what we did in episode 50. So anyway, so I threw this out because we haven't done this in a long time. So I thought I would do this tonight and pull up some silly questions. And these are supposed to be silly questions to make you think. So I just pulled up a list that I found. So one is, if money doesn't grow on trees, then why do banks have branches? Why are you laughing, Cliff? That's a serious question.
That sounds like a grade 1 joke. Like, it doesn't sound like a true question, but nonetheless, we should address it because all questions should be addressed.
Until we come up with a logical explanation,
Exactly.
it must be addressed.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Paul.
I haven't heard that one.
Well, you take this one.
You take this one, Paulie.
Well, my money is not growing in the bank. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, there you go. So, bottom line is you might have to pull up roots and go to a different bank.
Hey, there you go.
Oh,
There you go. There you go. That's
on
it.
that note, I think I'm going to move to the next one.
I'm going to leave.
I think I'm going to move to the next one. Okay, this is a good one. This is a good one. Since bread is square, then why is sandwich meat round?
Bill, then the other thing is, the other thing is, if you buy a package of sausages, it has like 9 sausages. If you buy a package of buns, it has 12 buns.
12.
I know, you never match the buns with sausages.
Why don't they fracking all get together? I don't understand. Okay, so sorry, say that again now.
So the question was, since bread is square, then why is sandwich meat round?
Well, I don't know. Maybe they succumb to that old adage where you tell your friend, right? If you're not really piss them off, say, listen, in a round room, you tell them to go stand in the corner.
Because if the sandwich meat is not the same size as your bread, now you have 4 corners of your bread that are without any meat on them.
That's right. And you know what? And then you get certain burger companies. I don't know which one off the top of my head right now. They have round burger buns, but then their patties are square.
That's true. They've gone the opposite.
These people really ought to get together.
Yeah.
Laura says, so my one daughter wants to know why we actually eat when we can survive a couple of days without eating.
That's
called fasting.
Yeah, we could easily survive 2 days. You can survive 70 days, to be honest with you. So your daughter's onto something. It's because we are greedy bastards and we like to eat.
That's right. Because we like them fat, baby.
Because we like it.
Yeah, we like to eat food.
But yeah, you could fast for like 70 days and nothing will go wrong with you. I can't, but you could. I cannot, but you could.
Physiologically, it's supposed to work.
That's right. I can barely go 70 minutes without something.
As a matter of fact, I'm
just going to snack. Not booze, dude. Not
I'm
booze.
just going to get a snack. I'll be right back.
I'm just going to grab a little nosh then.
Well,
see, Nicole says Wendy's is square and they use round buns, right?
Yeah.
I think it's a conspiracy. If the round people just got together with the square people, we wouldn't have this problem.
Yeah. There was some drunk guy at Wendy's one night who made his burger square and said, "Hey," and he put it in a round bun and realized this is really working. We got.
Well, the problem was he probably had a loaf of bread. He was stoned and drunk out of his mind. Right?
Ran out of the loaf of bread.
And then what happened is he had round meat at home. And then he thought to himself, this is completely ridiculous.
So he cut the circle into a square.
Exactly. And then when he got to work the next day, boom, the square hamburger was born.
There you go.
I love the fact that we are legitimately spending entirely too much time on square meat and round buns.
and the other way around, too. Right?
Yeah. Well,
square buns and round meat.
Well, it's just, here's another question along the food line. It says, why does a round pizza come in a square box?
Yeah, that one I don't get.
I don't understand.
That one I don't get. Oh, hang on, and I'll do you one better. Round pizza, square box. You cut them into triangle pieces.
Into triangles on top of all of that. I mean, if they just made a square pizza in a square box, this wouldn't be an issue.
Right?
No.
Right? You cut them into triangle pieces. I don't know.
Yeah.
What a world we live in.
Yeah.
Pineapple does belong in pizza. Go ahead.
It does.
Hey, I don't mind ham and pineapple pizza.
No argument for me.
Yeah, I'm not arguing about it.
I love it.
I'm not arguing about it. So then how is it that we can put a man on the moon before we figured out it would be a good idea to put wheels on luggage?
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Well, perhaps the
suitcases.
luggage makers just weren't shooting for the moon, Bill.
I guess
in their
not.
design concepts, they just weren't shooting for the moon.
I remember carrying, those heavy suitcases through the airport, wishing, I wish there was a better way to do this. And then you had to try and look for an airport cart to put them on so you could push them, and then you didn't have to carry them. But now you got wheels. So
and then the airport cart wheel would go waka 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 waka
waka. That's right. That's right.
Legitimately, this has always kind of blown my mind. Legitimately, this has always blown my mind. We've been to the moon, and yet we don't know anything about our oceans. I've always found that really fascinating, guys.
Well, hey, listen, I actually mentioned this on one of the podcasts some time ago when we were talking about this. Yep. I think the ocean should be our, the penumbral frontier. I guess space being the final frontier, okay, but then the oceans should at least be the penumbral frontier. Agreed. Right? But yeah, we just okay. In fairness, though, I think they are. I think research has accelerated, right? I mean, they got deep sea vehicles now, and one thing I really saw there's a company in California working very closely to study dolphins and other surfacing creatures, fish and whales and all, and with drones. So they got drones that actually hover, right close to the ocean, and are able to without too much interruption in the lives of these creatures, study them in ways that has never ever been possible before, right? So it's coming, and also they have now remote, fully remote submarines with all kinds of camera gear, right? So it is working, Podlie. It's a good question, and they are working on it. And there's some seriously great research on
correct. And I love it. I find it just so fascinating.
Yeah. It's funny, when I was in high school, one of my major essays, whatever, I don't know what. Must have been English class. One of my major essays was like a 25-page essay, which in high school I thought was kind of huge. But I wrote it on oceanography because it was so fascinating. And from doing that, I'm like, I want to be a marine biologist, blah, 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 blah. Of course, it didn't work that way. But the moment you start reading about it, you realize how fascinating the ocean is, and scary and ominous and unfathomable, like completely unfathomable. I cannot fathom the ocean. I don't know anybody who can.
No, Marianas Trench is what, 7 miles deep?
Yeah.
7 miles deep. Like that's unfathomable.
Unfathomable. And what's Everest? Is Everest 7 miles high? I mean, there's some
Everest is 29,000 feet.
Yeah. So how many miles is that?
Don't know.
Anyway,
29,000 feet.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, right? Imagine the top of Everest to the bottom of Marianas Trench.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And if that doesn't blow your mind about the nature of our planet, I don't know what does.
Big time.
Crazy.
James says James Cameron is using his Avatar money to explore the ocean.
Side note. Me and the kids saw the new Avatar. Have you guys seen the new Avatar?
Not yet.
Nope.
I heard it's good.
Brilliant.
Cool. Where'd you see it? What theater?
South Common. Edmonton, South Common.
Like IMAX or?
No, it was 3D. It wasn't IMAX. It was 3D.
It wasn't IMAX. Okay.
3D. 2 thumbs up, everybody. So, my opinion of the first versus the second's better.
Yeah, you know what, Podlie? There's a lot of people that echo your sentiment. Just about everybody I've heard talk about it says it's better than the first. And my wife and I just recently watched the first because I couldn't remember it. Everybody's saying Avatar, this Avatar, that. I'm like, I don't remember it. I know I saw it in the theater, but I remembered nothing of it. Yeah. So, so we watched the first one. It's okay. I mean, it's no incredible story or nothing. It's a pretty basic story.
It's a basic story.
But I mean, Cameron did a good job, with the film.
Yeah. So yeah. And James says, how many fathoms deep is that trench?
How deep's a fathom?
If you're close to Google, you might want to check that.
Yeah, check how deep is 1 fathom. So
I can get it on your computer, Podlie. Okay, Google.
Don't do that, dude.
We know that works.
Yeah, 1 to 3 o'clock in the morning.
That's right. You've got to set an alarm. James has just checked. So 6,165.
So say it again.
Still need to know what a
6,160
fathom is, though.
fathoms.
Still need to know what a fathom is.
That's what Bill's doing.
Yeah. So 6160.
And yes, Nicole, I did hear that. Well, the Mindbender actually has not been running. They shut it down in September, actually, of last year. They made it official today.
Why did they shut it down? Just old?
They're tearing it down. They're taking it down and putting something new in there.
Yeah, it's done its day. And it's attendance on it is probably down. Ticket sales are probably down too, right?
Yeah. Well, they're changing that whole area, right? It's like that.
If ticket sales drop, they wouldn't do it. Yeah.
Oh, are they? Are they?
Yeah.
I haven't been in Fantasyland in years and years and years. So
it's being all remodeled. So.
No.
Right. James just checked the 6160 fathoms deep. Look at that.
6160.
That's hard to fathom, James.
Oh, hey, hang on here. Cliff.
Yeah.
Nicole just brought up a comment there.
1, 2, 3. Saturday.
Cliff, Paul always looks so happy when we do that.
I know. And Bill and I can't get it together anyway. It's always in Descant.
You know what drives me nuts about that is I hear the word Saturday, but it's only Monday, for Christ's sakes. That's the problem. That's the problem.
You can change it to Monday.
That's right.
That's the problem.
I swear now on Saturdays I think of Nicole. Saturday.
Yeah. First thing you get out of bed in the morning and yell out Saturday.
That's right. Hey, where's William Kirkland? The man with the best handle.
I just saw a note. Apparently he's tuned in on his phone listening to us, but he's having trouble sending messages. So that's
hi William. Nice to see you. Well, I don't see you, but nice to hear you, etc.
Yeah.
Happy you're on. And I don't know what happened to Donna May, Laura, Nicole. Weren't you guys supposed to help her get a Googly Woogly account?
They were supposed to help her get set up somehow. Yeah. So I'm not sure what happened there.
But no.
But no. So here's another good one for you. This might be good for our friend Jeremy, because we haven't seen him. And of course, they're a new mom and dad again. Right. So this might be a good question for them. So why is it that people say they slept like a baby when babies wake up like every 2 hours?
That is so true.
It's been one of my
funny because it's true.
That's one of my go-to things. People say, "How'd you sleep?" Well, I didn't sleep like a baby, that's for sure. I used to say that all the time, and people would look at me like, "Excuse me?" It's like, dude, you don't understand. A baby wakes up every hour or so and cries, and
yeah.
So I don't know why they say that, Bill. I don't even know where that came from. I think it comes from more that it's cute and calm and whatnot. And they say, well, when the baby is asleep for those 55 minutes every night.
Total.
Exactly. They're cute and they're calm and all that type of stuff. I think that's what it is. So.
Hey Bill, how were your kids? Were they good sleepers?
Actually, they weren't bad. Actually, we didn't have a lot of getting up at night. So that's with 4 of them. They were all actually pretty good sleepers. Obviously, at the very beginning, they're all kind of the same, but it didn't take them long before they were sleeping a decent amount of time. Anyway.
Yeah. Cool.
So,
Well, before we get to the next question,
okay,
I got a question. Why at this time of night do I always have to say, "Good evening, ladies and gentlemen," and welcome to the middle of the podcast?
Well, it's kind of like the points, Cliff. You started it. So
now, from now until infinity, it's my job.
Yeah.
So anyway, there we go. It was even before the 30-second mark. How efficient am I?
So apparently Laura has stated that her mom doesn't want to have an account set up.
Oh, I thought she asked. Never mind. I thought she was asking for that.
Laura said she puts her hands up. She
dislikes YouTube.
Dislike YouTube.
Oh man, I love YouTube.
Yeah, I use it all the time.
You know what? I cannot imagine life without YouTube.
Right.
No, seriously, I cannot imagine. I get so much information and so much enjoyment from YouTube. I think to myself, what a lucky man I am. To be living at this time, like really 10 years ago, 15 years ago, nothing. Now I can watch a Paul Simon episode, a Paul Simon concert. And I mean, hey, even if you have to pay for it, so what? Right.
I call it going down the YouTube rabbit hole, man. You start with one song and it's 8 hours later, all of a sudden, and it's 5 o'clock in the morning.
I know. And Podlie, it's not only that, you find stuff that you would never have heard somewhere else. Because,
Cliff.
I found some demo music from Paul Simon. Like, I'm listening, and then I saw this one show where he was on the Dick Cavett show. Now, I've never seen the Dick Cavett show. It's either before my time or before my time in this country, whatever the case may be. I've never seen the Dick Cavett show. And he's on the Dick Cavett show having written half of a song. And he plays it. And he tells him what his writing process is. And this is one of the greatest musicians that ever lived, greatest writers and songwriters that ever lived. And here he is. I'm watching him talk to Dick Cavett on a half-written song that he doesn't know where to go to, but he's got that whole half written well. And he plays it on the show, and he even gives you a little bit of rundown of why he chose these chords. Come on, man. Where could you possibly get that information? Not possible. Right. Yeah. So to me, for my own purposes, YouTube has opened up an amazing world for me.
Well, and even if you need to figure out, you're not sure how to do something, whether it's mechanically or whatever, you can search it on YouTube and you'll find somebody who walks you through the steps. Right. And you go, oh, okay, now I know how to do that.
Yeah. And I mean, most men are visual, and I'm definitely a visual learner, a visual person. And I tell you what, and it doesn't matter from fix-it things to lectures. I mean, it's one thing to listen to a podcast, and I do that all the time, but it's a whole nother thing to listen to a Stanford school lecture. I could never afford to go to Stanford.
No kidding.
But here I am listening to a well-renowned Stanford professor talk to me about psychological behavior, about behavioral psychology. And I mean, that's awesome. That's completely, utterly awesome to me,
Yeah. No,
so
sure.
anyway, there's a good ad there's a good advert. I should be a spokesman, Google. There's your advertisement for YouTube. YouTube. Holy William tells us it's holy half an hour already. I know, right, dude? It goes quickly.
It goes fast.
Does fly right by really, really quick for sure.
So Laura says she thinks her mother loves Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of people do, Laura.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people do for sure. I'm scrolling down here. This if FedEx and UPS merge, would they call it Fed Up?
Well, that's what they used to call me. That's what they used to say it to me.
That's awesome.
That is a good one. That's not even so much a question. Well, it is a question, I guess.
Yeah, sort of a question.
Yeah, sort of a question.
Okay. Can somebody tell me why my glasses get so bloody filthy?
Mine do all the time. I'm always cleaning them.
I don't know what the hell is wrong with it. It's crazy.
If a mute child swears, does his mother wash his hands with soap? I'm just reading what it says. Oh, here's a good one. If all those psychics out there know the winning lottery numbers, why are they still working?
Yeah. Yep.
Because they want to help people.
Yeah. Because they're all consummate humanitarians, guys.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. You see, there's a lot of things, right? If people are trying to get you to buy something or trying to get you to subscribe to something on their, like it's a monthly subscription to whatever, I don't know, pick a topic, quilting, I don't care. But they never say, hey, listen, I have a set of expertise that I can monopolize here, and I can make a living showing you how to quilt. And you know what? It won't cost you too much. It'll only cost you about $50 a month. If that's worth it to you, please subscribe to my quilting program. They don't do that. They never do that. They say, you know what? I just want to help people.
Yeah, because they're all in it to find the love of my life.
That's right. Right. There you go. Yeah. So I just want to help people, but I just want to help people for $50 a month or for $100 a month. Right. So I don't, but like, I mean, just come out straight and say it. I have a set of expertise that is completely marketable. And if you want to learn how to quilt, I can show you how to quilt. Why did I choose quilting? I don't know. Anyway, maybe it's a latent desire for me to learn how to quilt. I don't know.
Do you have a subscription, Cliff?
I know. Well, you know what I mean, though, right? They always frame it as I'd like to help people. Well, okay, all right.
Yeah.
To me, it just sounds like you're selling memberships, but all right.
And here's another good one. If nothing ever sticks to Teflon, how do they make Teflon stick to the pan?
How does Teflon stick to the pan? Damn it!
Okay, but unbelievable. That's a good question, though. I'd really be curious to know. I'd really be curious to know the chemicals.
Yeah, how do they
The
get
chemical compound of that?
It's got to be a chemical compound to make it stick to the frying pan.
Is Teflon still legal?
It's double-sided glue, guys. Double-sided tape. Double-sided tape, guys.
There we go. Double-sided tape.
Double-sided tape.
Yeah. Is Teflon legal, or didn't some of these coatings get outlawed?
I don't know if Teflon is still around or not. That's a good question.
What do they call it now? Non-stick?
Non-stick. Yeah, everything's called non-stick. I don't know if you really hear the Teflon
What's
term.
the difference? Teflon and non-stick? I don't hear Teflon, but I hear non-stick.
Duct tape non-stick, it wouldn't sell very well. Yeah. So not everything.
Non-sticky duct tape. What do you use that for? What would a chair look like if your knees bent the other way?
What the hell?
That is the most ridiculous. I don't know what's more ridiculous, that question or the fact that I'm actually visualizing that in my head right now.
That's rather twisted, I would say.
Here's one that's somewhat philosophical. If quitters never win and winners never quit, who came up with quit while you're still ahead?
Dead.
The people that didn't have a body.
The people that are still trying to figure out that chair question. That's why.
Quit while you're ahead.
Oh.
So Laura says Tefal pans still exist. So those. Oh, does Tefal stand for Teflon pans? Must be.
Maybe
Tefal's the brand name.
Oh, of Teflon.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Well, Teflon pans still exist. That's cool. Anybody here are cast iron aficionados?
I don't know if we still have one, but I used to have a cast iron frying pan.
Yeah. Did you switch to all this nonstick stuff, Bill?
We do actually have a nonstick pan. I don't think it's Teflon though. It's something else.
Yeah. You didn't like the cast iron, or?
I didn't mind the cast iron. Obviously, it takes some work to keep a cast iron in good shape and keep it seasoned and so on and so forth with oil and that kind of thing.
It's actually the front load effort that's like once it's seasoned, which doesn't take terribly long if you just kind of buckle down and do it. After that, it's relatively easy, right? I mean, you wash it down with water, wipe it down, add a little bit of oil, boom, done. Yeah. But I have a cast iron pan from a little bit ago. I seasoned it a few times, long time ago, and didn't use it for a while. I got one of the nonstick things, and then quite recently I got on the cast iron kick again, and I dug it out, and man, I tell you, a little bit of emery paper, got cleaned it up a little bit, and then seasoned it in the oven like I think 3 times or something.
Yep.
And then I cooked a bunch of stuff in it that I know won't stick, like onions and potatoes and stuff like that. And then I did the old egg test, and I made myself a couple of 3 easy over eggs. Dude, slides like beautifully. It's awesome.
Nice.
Right? And no Teflon, no coating, no nothing. And you get to use a lot of oil because I like a lot of oil. I like using a lot of oil and stuff. So
yeah. Well, and there's actually a question I have here. So if olive oil comes from olives, where does baby oil come from?
Baby olives.
baby olive.
There's a lot of things like that, though, right? I mean, if garage sales, right? They don't sell garages. I'm like, what the hell?
Strawberries aren't made of straw.
No kidding, right?
What the hell is a gooseberry supposed to taste like?
I didn't know gooseberries. Yeah, gooseberries. Where do you get a gooseberry?
I don't know. And if gooseberries actually taste like geese, what's a huckle? What does it taste like?
A huckleack.
What's a huckleberry? What's a huckleberry? Oh, I taste good. It tastes like pierogies. I'm Polish like that.
I thought it's chicken.
Everything tastes like chicken. Everything tastes like chicken.
Why does everything taste like chicken? That's a good question.
That's a good question. Why does everything taste like chicken? For sure.
Podlie?
William,
Good question. And are we sure the chicken tastes like chicken?
Well, we don't really know, right?
We don't know.
Oh, William says, "Oh no, here comes the rabbit hole." chicken hole.
Chicken hole.
It's a chicken hole.
how about this? Why do airlines call flights nonstop? Don't they all stop eventually? Yeah. Or why are we afraid of falling? Shouldn't we be afraid of the sudden stop?
That's what I always say. I don't mind the fall. It's the rapidly approaching pavement that gives me the willies.
I have it on very good authority that the stopping sucks.
And the falling is quite fun, right, Paul?
And the falling is a lot of fun.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Paulie's got like 24 jumps under his belt.
Yeah.
Like with a parachute.
With a parachute.
Try to qualify that.
And one didn't work out too well.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So you can ask this in the same line, to William's point, the rabbit hole, they call rabbit feet lucky. Well, how come the rabbit wasn't that lucky?
Yeah, the rabbit was not lucky at all.
He's not that lucky at all.
He begs to differ.
He begs to differ. That's right.
You got some poor rabbit running through the trees now with only 2 feet, and the other 2 are gone. The other rabbit's looking at him. Well, he wasn't lucky.
And of course, the last but not least, and certainly the most offensive question about this is, why do we call it a rabbit hole?
Well,
I'm just curious. I know it's where they live, Podlie.
Sorry, I'm not sticking my mind in no rabbit hole.
It's good question.
It's where they live.
Yeah. Well, here's another good one. Those little indestructible black boxes that are used on planes? Well, why can't they just make the whole plane with the same substance?
And besides, then when it's indestructible, how do they destroy it to get at the information?
Yeah, that's.
Then they wouldn't need the little black box.
How do you get the information out?
Then they wouldn't need the little black box.
And those black boxes are actually orange in real life.
And they're orange. Yeah, they're orange.
Yeah, and they can crack it once they get it.
Oh. That's true. It's like a nutcracker.
Too funny. Holy cow. Holy cow.
Is it true that cannibals won't eat clowns because they taste funny? That's for all those people that hate clowns.
Oh my gosh.
Cannibals won't eat clowns because they taste funny. That's a good
one. Oh boy. If a stealth bomber sorry, Paul.
For all of you people that are listening to us morons here, write down what's been your favorite one so far. I'm very curious to hear what your favorite one's been.
If a stealth bomber crashes in the wood, does it make a sound?
William, I like William Seltzer. He says, "Oh, deities help us." And Nicole says, "What are you drinking tonight?" Nicole, the funny part is, I'm not drinking anything tonight. I'm drinking freaking
neither
soda.
am I. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's normal for you, Bill. It's not normal for me.
Oh man.
Have you ever stopped to think and forgot to start again?
A lot of people have, Bill. A lot.
I was gonna say. You should ask everybody around me that question.
Yeah. If you talk to a politician, he's probably at the beginning. He probably stopped and thought, I should become a politician. Sorry. I'm sorry.
But this, if you arrest a mime, does he have to remain silent?
James says, still waiting, Paul. I'm not sure what he's waiting for.
I'm not sure what you mean by that, James. I'm not sure what you're referring to.
Maybe he's referring to the fact that we asked you to answer the question. He's still waiting for an answer.
If Webster wrote the first dictionary, where did he find all the words?
He made him up, the bastard.
Yeah.
And Laura says, isn't it like if a tree falls in the forest and no one is around to hear it, does it still make a noise? Well, does it even fall? We don't even know.
That's right. That's right. Which one was my favorite? My favorite was the clown one. That's my favorite one so far.
How come abbreviated is such a long word?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Too
funny. Ouch. All right.
How come when you call a wrong number, someone is always home?
They're on the wrong side of the tracks. It's the wrong number. No, it's the right number. I reached you, didn't I? Spit it out, Bill. I can hear he's laughing at a question already.
I'm just going through. There's a few here that are kind of funny.
And Laura says, "Wait, there was a clown one. Dang, I got distracted from watching and listening to this. Hey, you're supposed to be spellbound with attention."
What's the clown one again, Bill?
The clown was why is it true that cannibals won't eat clowns because they taste funny?
Oh yeah, that's right. That was so funny.
Tastes second time around. It's like you heard it the first time.
Oh, it tastes like chicken. Oh man.
What happens when you get scared half to death a second time?
Well, there's still a quarter left.
Oh. Well,
after that, the first time, then it's half left, and then you get scared half. Then again, there's still a quarter left. We're okay, Bill. Don't worry about it.
If you were invited to a party by a psychic, would you have to RSVP? If they know the lottery numbers, they got to know you're coming to the party.
They got to know you're coming.
Yeah. Is that all paint cannibals? Won't just the flesh, they want the powder too, Laura says.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
Is it all that paint cannibals want just the flesh? They don't want the powder too. I don't quite follow, Laura. There's something funny in there, but I don't
reading any more into that than we already have, I think, Laura.
Yeah.
I think.
And Laura says, yeah, why is that? Let me call and hear the voicemail and hang up. Oh, yeah, the wrong number.
Why do we wash bath towels? Aren't we clean when we use them?
Good question. Yeah, they should be just put right back. Hang them up, put them back.
Things that make you go,
Yeah, yeah. You're using them after for sure. Why are a wise man and a wise guy opposites?
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one, actually.
It's funny how the language evolves, eh?
You know, so let it be known that the Asian languages, Japanese, Chinese, are the hardest to learn. It's also said that English is one of the hardest languages to learn. So,
oh, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it at all.
Yeah, for sure.
And the hardest one is Finnish, supposedly,
and probably built for just that reason. You know.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Listen, only in the English language can you have noses that run and feet that smell.
Well, that's exactly right, Cliff. That's exactly right. There, and there, and yeah, that's exactly right. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Go ahead, Paul. Back up. Yeah, go ahead. Back up. Go ahead. Back up.
Laura says she just sucks at punctuation. So, does killing time damage eternity?
You see, now there's a real question right there. That's not even a funny question. That's an actual question. Some would say that you can't kill time without damaging eternity. We could discuss that.
But is eternity time though? Anybody?
That's a good question, Podlie.
Anybody?
Is eternity time? Well, I tell you what.
Time?
Yeah, it's an eternity of time. It's time infinite. It's infinite time.
Okay, I guess it's time infinite.
Possibly.
Which would cancel time out, would it not?
And change it to time.
Call it time out. Yeah. Wow.
I don't know.
Why is it called lipstick if you can still move your lips?
There are some people that have far too much time on their hands.
Right. Right.
Ask the women, why is it called lipstick?
Yeah. So all the ladies on tonight, why is it called lipstick when your lips actually don't stick? Why is it called after dark when it's really after light?
After light. Good call.
Hey, that's really cool. I like that.
Because the light is gone and becomes dark. So it's not after dark. So after dark, it's
well,
light.
Technically it's after it became dark, but after it gets to be dark is the actual deal.
But why did they even coin a word to that?
Well, it's because after it gets dark. They're not talking about after the light, they're talking about after it gets dark. But in the absence of light, it's already dark, right?
It's light.
Right.
So why do they have to say after dark? Why don't they just say light?
Yeah.
After the light.
Why is there a word after dark when they could have just said light?
Yeah.
Right?
But after it gets dark.
Yes. After it gets dark.
Right.
After it gets dark.
That's what it is, after dark. So 9 o'clock is after dark, right? Because it's already been dark for a while.
But yeah. I get that. In that context, I get that. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. By the way, so Laura says because the dye sticks to your lips. And Nicole says lipstick because it's a tube and stick because it's a tube and stick like and goes on your lips.
It's a tube and stick.
Hence lipstick. You're putting color and wanting it to stick to your lips, Laura says. Oh, there you go.
Laura says in French.
The lips. Is it made of Teflon?
No, that would be non-stick, Bill.
That would be non-stick.
Yeah.
Laura says in French, it is the masculine and feminine, which is probably why the she, he, him, her, they, them stuff that is coming into play, I think adds to my anxiety. Well, I don't know about that. Now there's a whole bunch more pronouns in case you didn't know. So that would add that'll add a lot more anxiety, I'll tell you that. But yeah, you're right. In French, it's the he, she conjugations.
Il and el.
Yeah.
And,
well, it's the same in Spanish. When I was studying Spanish, right?
Yeah.
It's all masculine, feminine. The words like So
yeah.
And Nicole says, "Oh my word!" So what word are you talking about, Nicole?
What word is that, Nicole?
Oh my word is exclamation mark.
Nicole,
give us a word.
Have the floor. What
That's
word?
right. What is your bloody word?
That's right.
Yeah. Give us a word, Nicole, and hopefully it's nice.
Show cannot continue until we get our word, Nicole.
Your word.
We've only got like about 5.5 minutes left here, Nicole. So
type fast, Nicole. Type fast. Make it a nice long word.
On you, Nicole.
Yeah. And here's my last one. If work is so terrific, why do they have to pay you to do it?
Well, who said it's terrific? Bill, you're just putting words in our mouth now.
Well, I'm reading it off this page right here beside me. Oh, Nicole's ha 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 ha. Is that supposed to be your word, Nicole? Okay, that's not really a word per se. It is, but it's not really, I think, what we were looking for.
Yeah.
That's really close to Santa's postal code, Nicole, but not quite.
just one letter off 3 times.
That's right.
Hey, we're owls. Nicole just said we're a hoot. We're owls tonight.
Hoot.
It's a hoot for a hoot nanny.
Nanny.
Hoot. Yeah. So a hootenanny. I actually finally looked that up because I think I asked you that one time, Bill.
Cliff, what's a hootenanny?
What's a hootenanny?
Enlighten us, Cliff.
Well, it's what I thought it was, or what we all think it is. It's a party, right? It's a party basically. But I guess it started in the South, and I don't remember the coin of the word, but yeah, they have a hootenanny, and in the South they bring their guitars and they jam and all that type of stuff, and that's actually what a hootenanny is. And it's kind of more geared towards the folk people, right? The hippies and the folk people. They would go to a hootenanny, and that's what it was. It was a party where you bring a guitar and you sing some folk music, and that was the hootenanny. Now the connotation is that it's some big gargantuan party, right? But then it was just the idea of being basically a folk club type thing.
Right. So Laura says you are reading from some website or page you brought to this show. I knew you had scripted.
Laura.
No, Laura, I just made those all up tonight, Laura.
Yeah. But our part was not scripted, Laura.
So, Laura, after 55 minutes of adding all of the bonus points that you've ever gotten in any of our shows, you can add another 3,500 to that.
And by the way, Laura, we've got about 3 minutes left. So can you now tell us how many points you got?
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
And Nicole, we're still waiting for a word.
And don't forget the 3,500 that I.
Laura says lies. Lies. She says lies.
Laura says this is the first partially scripted episode. Sure, Cliff and Paul have no clue, but Bill, you came with pre-planning. Well, okay, Laura, let's lay off the script idea here.
Yeah, Laura. I like when she says that, lies. And Nicole says Saturday.
Yeah, that's her word.
Saturday. Nice word, Nicole. I like that word.
You stick with Saturday. I'll stick with
Marvin's back.
Marvin says, thanks for the enjoyable ride home. Have a great week, Podlies. The clown one was my favorite.
See, Marv, that one's my favorite too.
Marvin. That's awesome, buddy. Hey, listen, I'm glad you took us with you for your drive home. That's awesome.
Yeah. So anyway, we're down to about 2 minutes here, gentlemen.
Other people can learn from you, Marvin. And William says, I know, Laura, they're taking extra credit. Yeah, William, for the record, Laura's been hounding us about not having a script, because at one time she thought we did have a script, and then of course we didn't. We never have, not since the very first episode. We've never had a script.
We never had a script.
So she's been always at that, and this time she's giving us the gears. I like it.
If we had a script, all three of us would be funnier.
Laura says, awesome scripted episode. I'll calculate points tomorrow.
Oh, she's just giving it to us tonight, boy.
Okay, well, Laura, on that note, I am not using a script for episode 141.
There we go. And we expect a spreadsheet to tell us how many points we gave out too.
Yes.
But by the way, boys, can I pose next week's topic? I just thought about this 5 minutes ago. Can I pose next week's topic?
Shoot.
Yep.
Okay. Next week's topic, guys, the greatest of all time.
The greatest of all time?
The greatest of all time. We can talk about authors. We can talk about athletes. We can talk about the greatest of all time.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
Let's talk. Are Boise okay with that?
Sounds good.
I'm in.
The greatest of all time.
That's right. No script.
No script. We can talk about the greatest script of all time, but we won't bring the script.
That's right. Well, Marvin said he gave us
time.
a script. See, Marvin says he gave us a script, and he did at the marathon.
He did.
At the Podlie Podcast Marathon, he gave us a script.
So he did.
Yeah. So you're right, Marvin. You gave us a script.
All right.
Yeah.
And Nicole says that sounds like a fun topic, Podlie. And on the mark of 59, let me tell you guys again, it's been a fun episode. And as usual, every Monday, thank you so much for showing up. We much appreciate it. It's so much fun to have you guys come, either if we're having a serious topic or a fun one like this tonight. It's so great to have you people come and show up and join us for this chat. And of course, if you like the podcast, please do share it. We're actually trying to grow this, so please do that. Thanks, William. Have a great weekend yourself. And if you happen to miss this, I don't know why you would, but if you happen to miss this, Mr. Bill,
You can tune in Friday nights, soundsugarradio.com at 10 o'clock. You can hear the audio or just go to the YouTube page. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe because all of these videos are there. So you can go back and binge watch them like Laura does and add up how many points if you want to start keeping track like Laura's going to do.
There we go.
And just quickly, James says, Bill, I don't know if I want my artwork associated with this episode. So, James was redoing our Podlie logo so that we could do it upright on our thumbnail on YouTube because of the original size. I have to turn it sideways. So he had fixed it so now we can make an upright for our next one next week. But okay.
So James, we just want to associate with you with this episode, my friend.
Yeah.
But then all the other episodes, okay?
Yeah, all the other ones.
If I may, real quick, a very good friend. So shows Friday night on Sound Sugar Radio. Very good friend of Sound Sugar Radio. Bill's and my good friend Rebecca Bissonette. Happy birthday, girl!
Hey, happy birthday, Rebecca!
Today.
Nice.
Happy birthday, Rebecca!
Happy birthday to
If we'd have known, we'd have sang.
Yes. So happy birthday.
Yes.
We love you, darling.
All right, guys. See you next week. Epi 141.
Woo!
See you all later.
Stay happy.
Thanks, guys. Have a great week, everybody.